Welcome, everybody, to today's huddle. And as we huddle up today, I got my coach's shirt on. I'm ready to rock and roll. Hopefully, you are too. We're talking weather in the pre huddle, and we're all thermostats, not thermometers, right? We create the temperature, we don't just report it. And so, what can you do to raise the temperature up in your office today, in your home office, in your car, wherever you are today, wherever you're working from today? What can you do? I'm in my little podcast room in our office. The room next door is my office. I call the locker room, and I go there and I put my hat on. And I say, let's go. How do we get the temperature up? What are we going to do here? What are we going to do here as coach of DAC and coach of my team in DAC, which is all of you? What are we going to do to take this business to the next level? So that's the purpose of the huddle, everybody. The purpose of the huddle is to get our own temperature up, get our own vibrancy going a little bit, get some energy moving. You know, there's nothing physical in this finger right here. There's nothing. You go to a microscope and get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. You keep looking deeper and you'll see there's nothing physical in there. Protons and neutrons, it's all energy based, right? And I think love is from the Lord, and I think that energy is God's Holy Spirit, and it's connected and we all move together. That's my beliefs, doesn't have to be your beliefs, but you can't dispute, science doesn't dispute the fact that you are energy. You are made of protons and neutrons, and it all connects together. So how do you amplify that? How do you not let your thoughts become bricks to a wall, but instead become bricks to a bridge to your next phase in life? How do we go out and make a difference and make an impact and have purpose? Purpose fuels energy. Purpose fuels activity. Purpose fuels motivation. When you have a gap between where you are and your current reality and your desired path, your desired life, when you look at that desired outcome versus the current reality, that gap creates either frustration or motivation. And all it comes down to is the viewpoint of the onlooker. The perspective of the onlooker determines whether that's motivation or frustration. And it's easy to flip back and forth, isn't it? It's easy to say, darn it, I want a car like that. I want a house like that. I want to live in a neighborhood like that. I want my kids to have that. I want to be able to do this and that. And you know what? Everybody, unless those born with a silver spoon in their mouth, everyone has to start from a current reality that isn't where they currently want to be. And everyone works to go from current reality to desired outcome. And they can only do it with a mental toughness that says, I'm not going to fall victim to the negative thoughts. I'm not going to fall victim to the anxiety thoughts. I'm not going to fall victim to the bricks that really do exist. I mean, there's a real possibility you could fail. There's a real possibility someone might get upset if you call them about funding. There's a real possibility someone will say, you got to be kidding me. That's expensive. There's a real possibility. But you know what? The people who focus on that quit, and the other ones go, there's a real possibility I'm going to help that business go from one location to 20. There's a real possibility I'm going to help that mobile hair salon go from one mobile hair salon to becoming the nationwide mobile hair salon of all companies because I help them go to the next level. There's a real possibility there's a business who can't afford to pay their kids tuition right now, but if I get them started, they'll be able to send their kid to school. There's a real possibility Christmas is scaring a lot of business owners, and if I can help them get funding, they can go to the next level. There's a real possibility for positive instead of negative. And most people who don't succeed in life find all the real possibilities of the negative, and the ones who succeed in life have a different perspective. There's a senator and a prisoner, a senator and a prisoner, a senator and a prisoner. They're not the same person. They were twins, raised by the same parents. Senator, how'd you become a senator? Look at my parents. How else would you ask me to turn out? Ask the prisoner, look at my parents. How else would you want me to turn out? Same parents, same people, different perspectives. Different perspectives. Don't buy the BS. Don't buy the negative thoughts. Don't allow it. If you're falling victim to it, I do sometimes, but I recognize it. And as soon as I recognize it, I think differently. I got to cleanse that. I got to brainwash myself. I got to cleanse it. So do you, so do you, so do you. There's always an opportunity to think of a positive thing. There's always a possibility to think of a negative thing. They both are real. They're both real. Henry Ford said, if you think you can or think you can't, you're right. He created the V8 engine when everyone said, you can't do it, Henry, can't do it. He's not even an engineer. He goes, yes, you can. Figure it out. Go back and figure it out. No, you can't. Yes, you can. Go figure it out. No, you can't. Yes, you can. Go figure it out. Eventually, they figured it out. If you think you can or think you can't, you're right. It's in our training book because it's the truth. And you know what? Neither person is lying. I don't think I can. You're right. I think I can. You're right. That's the difference between success and failure. Why do I know I can build a team of 50,000 certified brokers? Because I believe I can. Why can't you? Because you know you can't. We're both right. It's not skills. It's not aptitude. It's attitude. It's not belief. It's disbelief. Which one are you operating under? A belief of not making it or a belief of making it? Come on now. Go with the belief of making it. This is the coach talk for the day. We're going to go out. Now, 2 stories I got for you. Before I get into the huddle, we're already into the huddle. We're already 5 minutes in. 2 quick stories. One, Nick DeHame is the broker. Congratulations, Nicholas DeHame. Let me pull this up because I want to get right back into the huddle talk. But these stories are what make this company go round. Nick DeHame, Paintless Dent Service. A Paintless Dent Service is the company. The client was originally funded in August of 2023 for $15K. That's 2 years ago for $15K. The client paid on their funding without any issues, paid in full, came back for additional funding this week. Why'd they come back? Because Nick does a great job of reaching out to clients who've succeeded, and we're reaching out as well. September, they had 5 negative bank days, which is usually an auto decline, but because of their good payment history, we were able to get $30K for them, double what they got last time at a 1.41 flex rate, or $30K rate offer for $30K, 8 months, weekly payments. Most of these would be daily payments. If you got 5 negative days, they're going to put you on a daily payment so they can watch every day and help get their payment every day. So at the end of the week, you make sure you got the money. But they put them on a weekly payment deal. Great work, Nicholas DeHame, for bringing them in August and helping them come forward again now. God bless you. McGuire Tate, another one of our stars, 2 of the huddle leaders. Client comes in. He just sent me this. Text me that story. I saw it come in. It's in final underwriting right now. Applied yesterday. Let me find where you at on here, McGuire, right here. Embroidery company out of Miami, Florida. You all heard McGuire talk about this. He reached out to them when he got some shirts made, right? Met over the phone initially, asked when would be a good time to meet in person. Met in person, went well. Owner said they've been slowly growing with some massive projects ahead that would require funding for new equipment and material costs. A month and a half went by without applying. McGuire continued to do the follow-up, as we say, continue to follow up. It's about the relationship. You keep following up. Eventually the window's open. It's the right time. It's not always the right time. It's usually not the right time on your first call. After a month and a half, they applied. And on Tuesday, of course, the banks were closed, right, with Veterans Day yesterday, but they got fluctuating revenue, 95K, 28K, 33K, ups and downs, right? They got a $50,000 offer from one of our high-risk providers, and there's some credit and some background stuff that caused it to be high risk. 50K got an offer, and they're in today's going to be the funding call. Applied yesterday. Month and a half working on it. Great job, McGuire. Great job, Nick. 2 examples right there, getting after it. Love it. All right, back. So write those down. We're able to get this company who's staggering revenue 50K offer. We helped a company who had 5 negative bank days last month get it because they had good payment history in the past. If you have good payment history today and you pay it off well in the future, they remember that. They remember that, right? They remember you're honoring that repayment. So good stuff to both of you. We've got a ton of applications coming in right now. Our stall team is we got 7 people working the stall teams. We even have people now working the ones that didn't accept the pre-approval offer that they saw on screen. They said it wasn't enough. We're even reaching out to them saying, hey, maybe staggered funding. Everything we ask you guys to do, we have a team doing as well to help move things along. So good stuff happening. So back to the belief. Build a bridge. Don't build a wall. They're the same brick. It's the same reality. It's just looked at differently. One is a wall, one is a bridge. So Matt DeHame already mentioned today's huddle play. We're going to run a play is build a bridge to a bank. Build a bridge to a banker. Build a bridge to a banker. Yesterday we published a PDF, 8.5 by 11 PDF. It's in your resource center. And it's for banks that you can't approve everyone you want to approve. We know that, but let us help you say yes to the people that you have to say no to. And it has over the pricing, all the stuff we've had to give banks that have talked to us. I literally made that myself because I'm like, this is what the banks ask me every time. I've got banks who refer me traffic, and this is what they want to know. So it's all on there. It's all on there. If you read that to someone, if you remember, if you can assimilate all that and know how to repeat all that, you win. But now, what do you do with it? How do you build a bridge? Well, you got to run a play. Right now, what I did yesterday is I looked up all my local branches that I didn't meet it with yet in the town over, right? Every single one of them. I looked up every branch manager and I went to their websites and I looked for their phone numbers, their emails, tried to get the branch manager's name, tried to get the lending department name. I did some homework, right? Now, today is reach out. So yesterday was homework, today's reach out. If the information was available quick and I had more time, yesterday would have been reach out. But I had 45 minutes yesterday to work on this only. So 45, I got all the names. Now today is reach out. I'm sending emails with the PDF attached. You don't know me directly, but I'm local is my first sentence. You don't know me directly, but I'm local. And I wanted to reach out because I know how frustrating it is when you have to say no to a loan to one of your clients to get a business loan. That's simple. That's the opening thing. We come alongside and help when you can't. I've attached a brochure that tells all about it, but I'd love to get together with you for 10 minutes or so. In fact, I'm going to be reaching out to you in the next day or two, but I thought I'd start by sending you this email. That's it. I'm going to send that to all those branch managers today and the funding departments, right, on my local. So I'm committing to do that with 5 banks today. 5. You run that play too. So the play we're running the bridge to bankers play, 5 of them today. We're going to run it 5 times. We're going to run it 5 times. And then you're going to follow up with those 5, right? Don't expect them all to respond, but expect they'll respond eventually. Again, brain, this isn't going to work. Okay, don't even try. This is going to work. Exactly. Exactly. See the difference? Same homework, same play. 2 things I want to say. There's a great guy by the name of Art Williams. Art Williams was a high school football coach, won the state championship in Georgia in the late 70s with a team that was undersized. But what he said is, I can't come in. He just took over the team. He took the big powerhouse on the private school, powerhouse school, took them down. And how'd he do it? He had a small playbook and he ran the same 4 plays, but he just had his players line up differently every time. And he said, we're going to run the same 4 plays. We're just going to confuse the defense by standing in different places and run the same 4 plays, and then they'll have to figure out how to stop those 4 plays, and they won't, because we'll be the best at it, because we'll only run 4 plays. And he won the state championship with high schoolers doing that with 4 plays. The other day, Detroit Lions were on, and their offense went from blah to blah again, like it's been over years. And the head coach started calling the offense. You know what they said on the commentators who watch football all the time said he keeps running the same play to Jameson Wilson, where Jameson Williams will just cut across the field. Yeah, he did, but he lined them up differently each time. He had all the other players do different things, and Jameson Williams just go up 12 yards and cut across the field. You're so fast, you catch it, they probably won't be able to get to you. 10, 12 yards, cut across the field, and line up everyone else differently and just keep throwing it to Jameson. It wasn't every play, but he simplified the offense with a few good plays. All you got to do is build a brick to your Chamber of Commerce. Become one of the most active in your community. Build a brick to your bankers, all of them, and build a brick to an intersection of clients. That's it. I mean, sorry, build a bridge. Build a bridge to your banks, build a bridge to your chamber, build a bridge to your intersection of clients. If you can't afford the Chamber of Commerce right now, don't worry about it. You don't have to. You can still look up the member directory. You can still pull up a phone book and look at intersection. Say, I'm going to meet every one of these businesses. You can still live in Argentina and do that like Matt and Nick DeHame do, right? So build a bridge. 5 banks is your play. That's the play we're running today. 5 banks we're reaching out to today. You are, I am, we all are. That's the play we're running from this huddle. If you didn't think you're running that play, I'm the quarterback. I called the play. Now, you don't have to, but that's the play we're going to do. And all the team needs to do is get behind a play and run that play better than anyone else. And guess what? You can't lose. You can't lose. If 1,000 banks learn about us tomorrow, how many of them will use us? If 1,000 learn about us, if 200 people tell five bank managers about it today, someone's going to get to the corporate level and go, we got to check this company out, right? And if we do it again tomorrow, do it again the next day, don't stop at one town. Do more than 5 if you can, right? I'm just committing to 5 today, and I'm asking you to do the same. That's our little play for the day. Ready? Break.